Admiral Kreshtar dismissed the intelligence officer with a wave of his scaled hand. Humans are just a myth, he declared to his command staff aboard the flagship Eternal Dominion. Stories told by frontier colonies to explain their failures. The Zoraki Empire had ruled the Orion Arm for 6,000 years. They had conquered 400 species, absorbed countless worlds. And now they had their sights set on a small blue planet called Earth, rich in resources, supposedly inhabited by mythical creatures called humans. The scans show cities, Admiral, his tactical officer noted cautiously. Probably some primitive species using human legends to scare us off, Kreshtar laughed. Even if these humans exist, what threat could they pose? No energy shields. No plasma weapons. They still use chemical propulsion. He stood, his 7-foot frame imposing. We invade at dawn. The Armada jumped into Earth's orbit, 300 warships, enough to pacify entire sectors. They expected a quick surrender. Instead, they got silence. Then the silence ended. Earth's missiles weren't elegant plasma weapons. They were crude, savage things, nuclear warheads that tore through shields designed for energy weapons. Kinetic railgun rounds that punched through armor like paper. And something the Zoraki databases had no record of, cyber warfare. Within minutes, half the fleet's systems were compromised. Ships fired on each other. Navigation failed. Communications dissolved into chaos. What are they? Kreshtar screamed as his command center shook from impacts. On Earth's surface, something worse awakened. The humans had been listening to galactic chatter for decades. They had prepared. Thousands of fighter craft, primitive by galactic standards but terrifyingly effective, swarmed like angry insects. They didn't have shields, so they simply didn't get hit, moving in patterns that seemed impossible. But the real horror came when the ground forces landed. The Zoraki Marines were the galaxy's finest warriors, enhanced and trained for millennia. They had never met humans in close combat before. They learned quickly. Humans didn't fight like civilized species. They used ambushes, traps, psychological warfare. They were smaller, weaker individually, but they fought with a creativity born from thousands of years of killing each other. Every human seemed to know a dozen ways to kill with whatever was at hand. And they were angry. Fall back. Kreshtar ordered, watching his invasion force crumble on every screen. Retreat to the jump point. Of the 300 ships that arrived, 73 limped away. Kreshtar sat in his ruined command chair, staring at the tactical display. A transmission came through, a human face, scarred and grinning. "You're right, Admiral," the human said. "We were just a myth. A story about the scary monsters from Death World 3. The grin widened. "But now you've made us real. And now we know where you live." The transmission cut off. Kreshtar realized with cold certainty, the Zoraki Empire's 6,000-year reign had just met something it had never encountered before. Humanity had joined the galaxy. And the galaxy would never be the same.